All right, welcome back again. Thanks for joining me on this live Facebook. And those of you who will be seeing this video on my YouTube page, thank you again for joining me. Or if you're new to me, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Again, this channel is Money, Travel, Grow. And the aim of this channel is for you to gain financial and location independence. Today's topic is going to be excuses versus reasons. And I think this is really important because oftentimes when we're making an important decision, we like to try to go through our mind and rationalize if we will do it or not. And I think a lot of times we have negative thoughts about what could go wrong. And I was reading a book the other day, and it was talking about how naturally we've been wired over thousands of years to go in the direction of the negative because that is a way for us to help us with our survival. So back in the day when we had all kinds of other external threats out there, wild animals, you know, bad, even worse weather than we have now, all those things, we oftentimes rationalize if this was a good decision based on, whether it's going to give us a greater degree of survival. And so what our mind started to do was saying, okay, let's go down the path of the worst case scenario, and if we just have one reason, we're not going to basically do it. And so we live in a modern time now, and it's a lot different. We're not under the threat of really horrible weather, at least not in the same way we used to be. We're not we're not threatened by, a pack of wolves or lions or whatever the case may be. We are, and I guess that depends on where you are in the world, but for the most part, modern society has been civilized to prevent some of the things that used to take us out in a very quick way. So when I talk about excuses, what excuses are you finding yourself, are you coming up with that stop you from doing this? And as I always say, whether you decide to get into the coaching program or whether you decide just to take the information and try it, it is your choice. One thing that I care about is that people are putting themselves in the best possible position for what's coming. And what do I mean by what's coming? I believe that we have not seen the last of these medical shutdowns or, in the direction of where we're going now with climate change. I think these things are going to be part of what we consider the new normal. And my desire is to help put you in the best possible position, whether you believe that or not. The wave is that everything is going to be digital in the next few years. And so all of you out there who may think that your job is safe, everything can be outsourced. Everything can end up, and even in digital marketing, of course, everything can go in the direction of either automation or artificial intelligence. But I think that in spite of all the things they're doing in digital marketing, I think they're going to always have a need for people to do digital marketing because it's constantly evolving and it needs people to actually manage accounts and things like that. And even though, I've spent some time making a lot of you guys out there aware of the metaverse, I think that we are a little ways away from that being the dominant place that people go as far as the internet. I think we're still going to be in this 2D sort of model for at least the next few years. And if that's the case and more businesses are transitioning to digital marketing, then you can expect to see more of job increases. When I first got into digital marketing a little over a year ago, there might have been about 60 or 70,000 postings. And so my bet was, while I don't plan on applying for that many jobs, someone's going to hire me. Someone's going to see something in me that's going to put me in a position to be hired. I consistently, every week, I get emails of people wanting me to interview or talk to a recruiter about working for a company. Because once you get in the system, once you get experience, you become valuable. And when you become valuable, recruiters look at you in two ways. They look at you as someone that can add value to that particular company they're representing, but they also look at you as a money source. And what I mean by that is recruiters literally get paid thousands of dollars to recruit people to work for companies. And those are just the recruiters. So we're not even talking about people in HR that have to fill a certain quota and things like that. In fact, in my current job, we still need one more person in digital marketing because earlier this year they approved for 3 positions. And so I would say that the time is now. The time is a good time to do it. And of course, you guys know why I really love digital marketing is because it gives you the ability to be location independent. You don't have to stay in that same place that you're at right now. In fact, one of the things I was going to talk about in another video, I'll go ahead and talk about it now, is that those of you who have the intention of getting in digital marketing, you want to go to another country, my advice to you would be to go ahead and start putting your paperwork for a passport right now, because it's going to take probably 3 to 5 months for that to even get processed. So let's say if while that is happening, you are also learning about digital marketing, because at worst case scenario, and this is someone who may not necessarily be as consistent, I think it's going to probably take you 5 to 6 months to get a job in digital marketing. However, if you get the right coaching, if you remain consistent, it should only take you about 3 months to get a job in digital marketing. Versus, let's say if you're going back to school, you're in school for 4 years or 2 years, whatever the case may be, and it still may not necessarily guarantee an opportunity. You can see that there are many jobs out there. And by the way, I am not anti-school. I'm not telling people not to go to college or anything like that. You do what you want to do. But I think both of these things can be done. When I get off at 5 at my current position, they don't bother me. They don't call me and say, Tawan, we need to meet for another hour. Rarely am I contacted at that time, because we don't have the kind of jobs that are life and death. We don't have those jobs. Let's say like a police officer or, someone who's working with in the medical department. They may ask you to come in that afternoon because they have some press concern. That rarely happens in digital marketing. Now, can it happen in digital marketing? Sure, it can happen in digital marketing, but rarely does it happen in digital marketing. So when you're off, you're off. There's no more asking you to do more after 5 or 6, whatever time you get off. So that's what makes it really good. But again, like I said before, don't make excuses, because you can find a million excuses not to do something. And also, I would say, don't wait until you have to make a decision. Make a decision preemptively, in a preemptive way, so that when something happens, you're already in a better position. That's one of the worst things you can ever do, is try to make a decision when you're in a position where you're forced to. And we saw that last year with the situation that happened, where many people had to make a transition that may have been really uncomfortable for them, or they were caught off guard, like most of us was caught off guard. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up by just saying this: you can always find an excuse, but you can always find a reason. So find that why. Why do I want to do this? What is your why? Because at the very core of your why are things that you will really benefit you. Maybe your why is I've always wanted to travel the world, so now I can do this because I have a sustainable income. Your why might be, I want to get out of this city or get out of this town and do something different with my life. Whatever it may be, find that why and leave the excuses behind, because the excuses are going to continue to keep you where you are, and there's really no good reason in the world that we're living in now for you to be in one place if that's not where you want to be. So again, thanks again for coming to this channel and taking the opportunity to give me a little bit of your time so I can impart information to you. If you are new or if you're consistently watching this channel, please like, share, and of course subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care. Bye.